What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman III of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning into the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over the social sphere at GBP Daily. Shoot me a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit me up in the DMs. I am always available to talk Packers anytime, any day. My man Chris is in the house. What's up, brother? What is going on, Chris? Good to see you in the chat. Hendy in the chat. We are going all the way this year. Chase with a couple questions. We will get to those here in just a second. It is Wednesday, September 10th, a day away, less than 24 hours away from Packers, Commanders, Thursday night football, prime time. The weather is supposed to be gorgeous in Green Bay come kickoff time. A game between two NFC teams who both have Super Bowl aspirations. I hope it lives up to the hype, and I hope that our Packers take care of business. The Commanders, frankly, I think are a much more serious contender than the Lions, who we took down on Sunday. Jaden Daniels, the rookie of the year last year, took them all the way to the NFC title game, beating Detroit and Tampa Bay on their way there before losing to the eventual Super Bowl champion Eagles. They took out the Giants 21-6 this past weekend, and I think they are looking to make a statement as well tomorrow night. They want to prove, just like we do, that they are legit as well, because we all know the Giants are not a serious football team. Jaden Daniels obviously went off last year in the passing game, but he was also their leading rusher. So we've got a different type of quarterback to prep for compared to Jared Goff, who almost never takes off for the run. We'll see how Jeff Hafley dials up our front seven to try and keep him contained in the pocket. Lane integrity, right? Gotta stay in our lanes. We can't be getting too far past him to where he takes off, because then Edgerrin Cooper and Quay Walker are gonna have to swallow him up. So I'm excited to see what they figure out for tomorrow. Terry McLaurin is their best receiver. You might remember the standoff he had with the Commanders during training camp about his contract, and he got that taken care of, getting an extension before the start of the season. He's got 5 consecutive seasons of 1,000 or more receiving yards. He had 13 touchdowns last season, which was his career high, but this past weekend he was relatively quiet. 2 catches for 27 yards, and hopefully Valentine and Nixon can neutralize him somewhat. They've also got Zach Ertz, and although he is 34, he had a pretty good year last year, catching 84 passes during the regular and postseason, which is pretty crazy to me. He had a touchdown last weekend against the Giants. He'll be another guy that we'll have to contain. And the guy who I think will give us the most fits tomorrow night, and I know he's past his prime, but I think he's still got it, is Deebo Samuel. He kicked off his Commanders' career pretty well with 96 total scrimmage yards and a touchdown this past Sunday against the Giants. And with the way that the Packers held Gibbs in check last week, that gives me hope that they'll do the same against Austin Eckler. Kind of a little rundown for them. I think we'll be okay, but it's going to be a tough game. I'll give my predictions in a little bit. How about that? My man Micah's in the house, 17-0 Super Bowl champs. Micah, me and you are on the same wavelength, my brother. Appreciate you. California, sup, brother? What's going on, my man? Good to see you in the chat. AJ, what to bet on the game tomorrow? It's a good question. I am not a sports bettor personally, so I'm not the best guy to ask, but I'd go Tucker Kraft 2 or more touchdowns. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but just hit that for me, would you? Packers open up as 3.5-point favorites tomorrow night. Both teams are 1-0. As I said earlier, Washington had no problem taking care of the Giants on Sunday. And yeah, two NFC teams, both who are looking to make a Super Bowl run. Tickets for tomorrow night are on the cheaper side, surprisingly. And speaking of tickets, if you're planning on going to a Packers game this year, it could be tomorrow, could be next weekend against the Browns, the following weekend against the Dallas Cowboys. Do not order your tickets anywhere else other than TickPick. Why is that, Rob? You ask? Well, TickPick guarantees the cheapest Packers tickets on the market. In fact, if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, they will refund you 110% of your money back. Same tickets as everybody else, right? StubHub, SeatGeek, whoever else. TickPick is the cheapest, always the cheapest every single time. I've been tracking, and I know this for a fact because I've been tracking this for 2 years now. And as I said earlier, they'll refund you 110% of your money back. Use the code Packers21 for an extra $21 off the already cheapest tickets on the market. Shout out to TickPick. Appreciate their partnership in myself. I use them for every game. Always have. They're the cheapest. And then you throw the code on there that takes off $21 more dollars. Hey, saving money. That's all it is to it. So Phil is in the house. Just missed the TickPick promo. Let's hop into the comment section here. And as always, if you want to be a part of the show, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline, 319-242-2332. Family owned and operated since 2007 with decades of combined legal experience. Nicolet Law's team of compassionate local attorneys are prepared to meet your unique legal challenges head on and provide the guidance that you need to make the most informed decision possible. They have just shy of 2,000 five-star reviews and have helped their clients recover over $350 million in the last 17 years that they have been in business. Injured? Get Nicolet. My man Phil, maybe tomorrow, Packers 21. You know it, my man. Packers 21 takes $21 off your ticket order. Use them. Use the code. It helps me. Appreciate you if you do. My man Tristan is in the house, more or less Micah Parsons tomorrow night. Tristan, I wish it would be more. I do. But it will be the same. As Coach has talked about, these next couple of weeks are going to be used as a kind of a ramp-up period or a training camp, if you will, because you got to remember, he didn't do any practice, obviously didn't play in any preseason games. So he showed up last Monday for practice in Green Bay. That was his first practice dating back to, the last week of the season last year, and had a couple practices back to back, and then showed out in the game on Sunday. 29 total snaps. Was a huge impact. We've talked about it a ton. Had the pressure that created the Evan Williams interception late in the first half, which was an insanely important play. If they would have scored there, who knows what kind of game that would have been. Just one of those ways that he affects the game. And, yeah, a bunch of other pressures, a bunch of other double teams he took on to free up guys like Rashawn Gary, who had 1.5 sacks on Sunday, LVN, who had half a sack, Colby Wooden, who had a sack and a big-time stop at the goal line against Gibbs. He's all over the place, but we will probably be seeing the same amount of Micah Parsons tomorrow night and hopefully the same amount of impact because he was a huge part of the game on Sunday. Thank you, Tristan, for hopping in here tonight. A late one. Phil, I may be late. Extend Watson. Romeo hurt. I don't like that narrative. Feelings hurt is what you meant, right? I do like the Christian Watson extension. The money compared to other, he's getting more money than Christian Watson is, and yeah, Christian Watson's a better player. So just those are facts. And now instead of trying to rush back from the ACL, he can rehab normally without having to play for a contract next year. I think it was smart on all sides. I think it was good for Christian. I think it was good for the Packers. As far as Romeo Doubs goes, who knows, right? I'm not sure if that means that we won't extend him. I don't think that necessarily means that by any means. But he might be a little in his feelings right now. I don't know. Who knows? And I hope not, because last time he was in his feelings, he skipped out on a game, got suspended, which, yeah, if you've been a viewer of the show, you know I'm not a fan of that. So love Romeo. He's great on the field. And that little blip on the radar is not a fan of that. So That's behind us, right? That is all behind us. Thank you, Phil. My man Nick in the house. Washington has stocked up on run defenders. Zach Tom and Aaron Banks will probably be out. The outcome of this game depends on the play of Jordan Love and the wide receivers and Matt's play calling. And that makes me a little nervous, Nick. It does. Was talking about this earlier today with a friend of mine. Jordan is not a fantasy lighted up type quarterback, right? Because we don't need him to be in our offense. Relying on him and the receivers who haven't really played a whole lot together besides him and Romeo and Jaden. Everybody else kind of, Matthew Golden's new, Dontavian and Wicks. They've never really built up that chemistry. Albeit last Sunday, Dontavian Wicks did have 2 nice catches on the 2 targets that he had. So, and Matt's play calling, I think he's one of the best play callers in the league, but it has kind of fallen short in big games. So hopefully tomorrow is a different story. I hope Josh Jacobs can get what's his, because last week, he was doing some work, don't get me wrong, but we just couldn't really get the run game going. So hopefully Josh Jacobs can get on a roll tomorrow and kind of free some things up for the receivers. And yeah, hopefully we'll just kind of roll right along like we did in the first half. That'd be clutch. So I'm with you, Nick, though. Those are great points. I also don't think Zach Tom and Aaron Banks will play either. So I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think they'll go. All right, 1 second here. My man Dylan in the house. What's up, bro? What's going on, my man? Good to see you. T-Money, yo, what's up? Can you add me on Insta? A huge fan of what? The Packers? Because, hey, I'm just another fan just like you, man. Just talking in front of a camera, rambling on about who knows what, right? Absolutely. Shoot me a DM. That way I can give you a follow back. I love that. Yosef, quick prediction on the game. I think we win. I hope we win. I will say last year I was 11-6 in predicting Packers wins and losses. That, of course, is because I predicted the Packers to win every single week. It's weird because in the beginning of the week, especially after a loss, I'm pretty down in the dumps as far as prediction-wise goes. And then as the week goes on, I'm a big optimist. I'm a homer. It is what it is, right? And the more I read, the more things that I see and really just pick out the good in most of it, the more ramped up I get. And then come Thursday and Friday, I'm like, all right, I can see the path that there is. And it could be a slim path. It could be a wide path. As far all in of Packers are going to win it. So, yeah, last year was 11-6. And I will go Packers 31, Commanders 26. I think it's going to be a little bit of a higher scoring game on both sides of the ball. And, yeah, hopefully we can get one more score than they do. So, there you go, Yosef. Hope that was good enough for you. Dylan, what do you think about the white unis for tomorrow? I like them. I do like the white unis. I love the white helmets, the little sparkle in there. I love, anything with the G on it, anything that the Packers are wearing. I absolutely love the new uniforms this year. I love them. There's not a uniform I don't like, honestly. As far as, what they named them, kind of weird, right? That they're naming them the winter warning, uniforms, and they're going to wear them tomorrow night when it's going to be, 70s and it's September. So I guess I don't really know how much control they have as far as when they do wear them. But, yeah, I'm all in on it. So I'm not necessarily sure what the Commanders are wearing. I think they're wearing their, reds or whatever it is. I do think it'll look sweet in primetime. That is for sure. Okay, Nick, your prediction on what wide receiver is going to have the best game tomorrow. I'm going with Golden straight off vibes, and I did like what I saw in his tape, even only with 2 catches. Nick, I'm literally in lockstep with you. I'm going Golden straight off vibes, like literally just straight off vibes, because it's like, hey, I want to see him do so good, and I hope that's tomorrow. And yeah, like you said, only having 2 catches, but his tape was great on a bunch of those big plays. He was open, some of them being wide open, and those could have very well been thrown his way, and he could have been, the culprit of those big plays. So the ball just didn't go his way, and that's going to be the case for, all of our guys, because we've got so many guys in that receiver room to feed. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Golden too. Josh, today was crazy. Happy to hear we have Packers football already back tomorrow. I am with you, my man. Yep, I just I like being a little outlet here and just chatting Packers, right? Just to kind of get away from some of the crazy stuff going on. And yeah, Seabold, love when the Packers are underdogs. Worrying me that the pressure of all this will get to the guys. They're young. Just want them to stay locked in. Yeah, man, we are favored by 3.5 points tomorrow night. And I do like the underdog, narrative and all that stuff. But now it's like, hey, let's go out there and prove that we should be favored, and I'm with you. I like being underdogs. But I'm also, it's like, man, if we're favored, like, yeah, we should win. And I think it's time to, put that on paper here and go out there and perform like we should be favored. I'm sick of, being underdogs and, there's so many routes to win, and then we come out and flop like we have, mainly just last year against all the good teams. And yeah, now we're favorites. Let's go out there and prove that we're favorites. So hopefully that'll be the case tomorrow night. What else we got going on? My man Jeremy on Facebook, how are you doing? Are you glad another season is back? Absolutely, Jeremy. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well as well. Eli, what do you make of the way Aaron Banks played Sunday? After going back and watching some of Banks, I was actually pretty impressed with what I saw. He was moving bodies in the run game, and it didn't really pop off to me, at least during the regular broadcast of the game on Sunday as I was watching. But yeah, he was doing great in my opinion up until he got hurt. So hopefully he'll be able to go tomorrow. Like I was talking with Nick earlier, I don't think he will. But if he doesn't, I'm pretty comfortable with Jordan Morgan sliding in his place. As we all know, Morgan had a great camp. He's healthy, year 2 in the system. And I think if he goes tomorrow night, he'll do just fine. So thank you, Eli. My man, Zach, I am so pumped for you, Zach. Traveled from Whistler, Canada, to Green Bay today, toured the stadium, and going to the game tomorrow. So fired up. Let's go, dude. I am so pumped for you. I'm jealous, too. We were thinking about going to the game yesterday or the day before. Even thought about it still today. But we're going to sit this one out and let you guys enjoy it, hold down the fort. We'll probably be up there for the Bengals game or the Panthers game sometime soon. But, man, I'm pumped for you, Zach. Have a great time. Hopefully you had a good time touring the stadium. If I were you, I would go to Card and Coin. Check it out. It's right down the street from Lambeau. It's on the same street as Lodge Kohler. They got a bunch of unique Packers stuff, just collectibles that you don't ever see anywhere else. I got this Reggie White guy there. Just some random stuff there that you don't see anywhere else. Hit them up, Card and Coin. It's a little thrift shop of Packer stuff, and they got coins and stuff too. But highly recommend walking through there, even if you don't get anything. It's cool to look at all the stuff. So thank you, Zach. Hope you have a good time tomorrow night. Mort, after seeing the Bears and Vikes on Monday, how are you ranking the North? Yeah, that was a garbage game on Sunday night or on Monday night, right? Both teams are garbage. So that's what I love to see. Zach, Card and Coin ? Yep, it's a little. Just look it up on Google or on Apple Maps, whatever you use, and stop in there. Walk through, check out all their Packer stuff. The most unique things you'll find there. Every time I go there, I find something. And it's cool. Stuff that you won't find anywhere else. And, Yeah, highly, highly recommend it. Small town, local type shop. Yeah, it's they're good people too. So tell them Rob sent you. They probably won't know what you're talking about, but do it anyways. All right, Haley, thoughts on the Romeo Dobbs trade rumors? I think it's kind of a lot of smoke with no fire. Matt LaFleur, said it himself like 2 weeks ago, talking about he's not going anywhere, and I completely agree with him and believe him. And now if Christian Watson was healthy, and we had Christian, we had Dontavian Wicks, we had Jaden Reed, we got Matthew Golden, we got Savion Williams, then sure I could see Romeo being on the trading block. But for the time being, with Savion being hurt, Jaden Reed being hurt with his foot, you don't know what's going on there really. I think he's going to play, but and then obviously Christian not being to be able to be back for a few weeks, probably a month or two. They're going to hold on to Romeo. He's their most reliable receiver, so it would make no sense, in my opinion, to get rid of Romeo. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. Thank you again for tuning in. Always, always, always love talking Packers with you guys. Hit me up on social media at GBP Daily. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate that. Any sort of interaction helps myself and helps the page. I will be back and at it again tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Wednesday evening, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you.